My friend wore a diaper and didn't bathe because he was playing Minecraft. I was new in the classroom and I sat next to a shy boy I had already seen in the hallways. Since I didn't know anyone, I sat with the odd one in the class. He was so serious that I even thought he couldn't speak. Besides not talking to anyone, he dressed a bit different. As soon as I finished arranging my things on the table, I understood why that spot was free. Apparently, Sam always sat alone because he had a very peculiar smell. I'm not proud of this, but I started laughing when I noticed that everyone in the classroom knew he smelled and that's why they let him sit alone. But it wasn't on purpose, nor did I want to make him feel bad. It's a nervous tic I have when something worries me a lot or makes me uncomfortable.
Don't tell me that, doctor. Ruben, your grandfather passed away.
So I laughed because I was worried about his situation and because I was very uncomfortable with the smell, but Sam thought I was making fun of him.
Could you do me a favor and keep your mouth shut? I'm trying to concentrate. Some of us here do use our brains.
I know he was upset, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Class hadn't even started yet for him to pay attention. The teacher assigned a group project and we were paired together. He was insufferable and bossy and questioned every one of my decisions. He didn't even trust what I was doing.
I don't know, I don't think that's right.
To break the ice, I started telling him that I liked video games too, and only then did I get a bit of his attention. According to Sam, most gamers are stupid, except for him who thinks he's a super smart strategist in Minecraft. He seemed very conceited, so I asked him why he was so sure he was a brainiac, and he started to open up. Sam mentioned that everything is horrible because no one ever spends time with him, so his entire life is in Minecraft. I thought no one spent time with him because he smelled bad, and just when I was about to suggest he try bathing daily, his mom arrived. She was the sweetest and nicest woman in the world, but he treated her horribly.
Sammy, dear, do you need a diaper change?
No, Mother, I'm busy.
You hadn't told me you made a friend. Congratulations.
He's not my friend. We're doing homework. Now leave me alone. I'm going to play.
Okay, sweetie, let me bring you the food so you don't have to move. I left enough pizza in the freezer for a month.
A diaper? Really? No wonder he had that disgusting smell. And the worst thing about his horrible behavior was how he ignored his mom. I would love to be fed pizza for a month.
She won't be back for weeks.
What?
Skylar, my mother, she leaves me tons of frozen food every time she goes on a trip with her boyfriend and doesn't come back for weeks.
And what about your dad?
She cheated on him with my uncle when I was 3 years old. Since then, I haven't heard from him.
Okay, I judged her wrong. She seems nice, but she's a b****. The following week, we had the project we worked on over the weekend, so I dressed more formally than usual. I never imagined that Sam would show up as always, unkempt, wearing a sweatshirt that was dirty and torn. It looked like he had stolen it from a homeless person. The worst part wasn't the teacher's reaction, but the reaction of everyone in the class. They started making fun of Sam, but I wanted to help, especially remembering what I saw at his house. I approached him to give him a compliment, hoping the others would stop bothering him. Hey Sam, nice sweatshirt. But nothing went as I expected. He got super uncomfortable because he thought I was being sarcastic and making fun of him like everyone else. He even zipped up his sweatshirt completely like a misfit. I really wanted to help him, but he wouldn't let me. We ended up doing the presentation, and although I was dying of embarrassment in front of the teacher, I pretended that nothing strange was happening. But remember what happens to me when something makes me uncomfortable? She told us that we were a pair of clowns and that we failed the project. Sam could have gotten angry with the teacher, but what did he do? He responded with strange noises to everyone who was making fun of him. And by strange noises, I mean even cat growls. After class, I begged the teacher for one last chance since that presentation was the final exam, and I had to pass it to move on to the 3rd grade. She agreed to give us an oral exam, but on the condition that we studied together to present it the next day. After all, she was a good teacher and wanted to help Sam with his problems because she knew he wasn't a bad student, he just had trouble adapting. So I went to his house to review the topics, and just as he had said, his mother hadn't returned. The smell was horrible, and it hadn't even been half a week since she left and the whole house reeked. But it didn't come from the bathrooms, the kitchen, or his mom's room. The disgusting smell was from Sam's room. All his clothes were clean and folded, but he hadn't changed since Sunday. There were wrappers and spoiled food around his computer. And the worst part, a rotten smell that apparently came from his diaper? Sam, when was the last time you changed your diaper?
I don't know. What day is it today?
Tuesday. Are you telling me you haven't changed since Friday when I came over?
I'm busy. Give me a moment because I'm playing with someone online.
Are you kidding me? He wouldn't even go to the bathroom to do his business, much less clean himself, and all because of his addiction to that game. I read the lessons to him as best as I could to review and see if I could help him learn something, but he wouldn't even take his eyes off the computer. The next day, the teacher started asking us simpler questions, but I was so embarrassed because instead of answering with words, Sam responded with the same strange noises from Minecraft. At that point, his attitude made me so angry that I lost my patience and started yelling horrible things at him. The worst part was when the whole class noticed and came over to record. What's your problem? Do you want us to give you the attention your mom doesn't? Wearing a diaper doesn't mean you're a baby. It means you're so addicted to that garbage. I didn't realize what I had said until I saw his eyes filled with tears.
I'm not a freak, you zombie. You'd know that if you weren't so dumb and played Minecraft.
I felt guilty because that was the last time I saw him in person. My classmates made sure to make it viral and mock him for all the things I had said. Maybe they found it funny, but unlike them, I knew deep down that Sam wasn't to blame for hiding behind his computer because he felt lonely. But years later, I found him by chance on Twitch, streaming from his video game channel specializing in Minecraft. He had become one of the most famous streamers in the country, and not only that, he even got handsome, got a girlfriend, and indeed he stopped using diapers and improved his hygiene habits. I started following him because I was glad to know that after spending all of high school as the misunderstood oddball with self-esteem issues, he was doing so well now. Of course, now that he was at the top, I didn't expect him to recognize me, but hey, freak, do you remember me? I'm the zombie.
Ruben, it's great to run into you here. Hey guys, did I ever tell you I had a classmate who would burst into laughter at awkward moments? Crazy, right?
You're right, Sam. I was very weird. I'm so happy to see you. After what happened, Sam decided to finish school online. That and his mom's disinterest made him isolate himself even more. Until the video of his brutal humiliation reached his dad, who never stopped working for Sam's education. That's how he found out that the money never reached his son. You can imagine why. Thanks to how harsh I was with him that day, and with his dad's help, Sam found the strength to change his life. But some things never change.
Hey Ruben, do you remember this? I swear guys, my best friend was super weird, haha.
I remember you fondly too, best friend.